Perfect.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back. Happy Friday. Welcome to the newest edition of the Queens of Boxing Talk. I am Nik-J, and this is my illustrious boxing bestie. Baby, you are giving faith in hair.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a long work week, friend. I had to do something because if I would have came here looking like I've been looking all week, I would have been like, baby, it's the Sabbath. What's going on? You look a crazy fool.
Well, you don't. You look a fine mess. You look great, friend. I love the hair. I love the hair is herring today, honey.
You know, you got my favorite braids back. I like how you put that back up because you wasn't coming in here. Did it at least hold up for Easter? It was pretty. Did you put the rollers in it? No, you didn't put the rollers in it.
I did put the rollers in it. I put the rollers in it. My mama was happy about it. It was a big mess. It was a big voluminous.
You know why? Because you probably spent majority of the time like this.
No, I didn't. After I put the rollers in there, I took the rollers out. I let it be big. I let the humidity attack it, and I just let it be because it was nothing else I could do to it. It was nothing else I could do. I clipped it up in the front, and I went on about it. Forget you.
Good. That's how it was supposed to do. Let it do its thing. You be hating.
I'm not hating. No, I'm not. I can't deal. So, yeah, she back up. All right. I'm gonna try again when I feel like the weather permits. So
yeah, mine ain't coming back out till by October, but I'm doing better. I'm letting them sit. They thickening up in the front. I've been walking around here looking a muddy mess, baby. When I say crazy.
Well, you look cute today. You look cute tonight, girl. You look really cute.
Trippy red jokes, and I can't cuss in the first 60 minutes of this show, so.
Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. Now I was thinking about knockout, shut your ass up. I was thinking about what we can call the chat. Because the chat is like family. And we are the Queens of Boxing Talk and whatnot. And so we hold court every Friday and every Sunday. So the chat be coming to court. I just want y'all okay with being called to court? No? We'll see. How you feel about that?
I like the court. I think that's outstanding. Absolutely. The Queen
like court. The Queen's Court is in the house. How you doing, Sean Terrence? He's the first in the court. How you doing? RT is here. Pablo Escobar is here. DP Rocco is in the house. How you doing, Macados? Mac of the South. It's been a minute. How you been? Basil Lomachenko is here. Blue Arc. Keisha Sellers, hey girl, hey. Scarcities, EVK, how you doing? Shawalaya, hi, how you doing? Boxing and Barbecue is in the house. Our good brother Knockout 86 Boxing TV. Listen, Knockout, don't you come in here spreading false news and whatnot. Happy birthday, good sir. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday. Hey, Harvey Johnson, how you doing? The Phenomenal Mexican is here. Shaquilla Fields, hey girl, hey. Bella Faith, hey cousin, how you doing? Teach, what's going down? Hey mommy, how you doing? Shaquila Fields, I think I said you. Phenomenal Mexican, I said you. Ray, Michael Ray, how are you? Hey G-Ball, how you doing today? Humble Heart is here. Tavares Hall is here. Light Skin Business is here. Y'all come on in the room. And as you enter and step into the court, please hit that like button. And if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe because you're going to like it. You're going to like it here. You're going to like it. So listen, we got a lot to cover, kind of, because we did not come on last Sunday because it was the holiday, okay? We were, worshiping sweet baby Jesus with our families and whatnot. So we back today on this Good Friday. And we do want to kind of go back a little bit and talk about what happened on Saturday, because there was a card on Saturday featuring Gabriella Fondora and our friend of the show, Charles Conwell. Surprisingly, okay, y'all, surprisingly, I was not expecting to see what I saw from Charles. Charles didn't give a typical Charles performance. I don't know if it was because, we like to have the fighters be active, and he's been pretty active. I don't know if he has been overactive. I don't know if what's going on. People do have personal lives. We don't know what be going on. But he did not seem like himself. He seemed a little sluggish. He seemed off. It was still a close fight. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got dropped, anything like that. But it just was not a typical Charles Conwell performance. And he ended up losing. Okay. Took his first loss. Garcia Perez, big, long, lanky, came to fight. Friend, did you watch that fight?
I did watch that fight, and I was shook. I really was sitting there clenching my pearls because the first time he got hit, I was like, Charles. I wait there with Miss Netta say, Charles. That's what I was in there saying. Charles, is you okay? He wasn't, friend. I don't want to say that he was unprepared, but he gave him a fight of his life, and he literally was in there windmilling, friend. Like, it got to the point where he was windmilling, and he stopped listening to his corner. But they didn't have much of anything to say anyway either, though, friend. It was a lot of confusion going on, and I just, Charles, help. He needed help. He needed some help. He didn't have none.
Garcia Perez was not somebody that was on my radar, but I do remember thinking to myself when they announced the fight and they announced his record and they announced his knockout wins, I was like, well, he ain't no slouch. He's not a slouch. I ain't familiar with him, but it does not feel like this man is a slouch. And then I saw them at the weigh-in and I saw how much taller he was. And I was like, ooh, he might have a little reach problem, Charles, in this here fight. But he had a decent jab, kept Charles where he wanted him, but it just did not feel like Charles was his best. I don't know if he had a bad camp. I don't know what the deal was. And like you were saying about his corner, go ahead, friend.
I know what it was. We have a thing here. If you're new here, if the music ain't right, the fight ain't right. I don't know what he was walking at. It was the walkout. Friend.
I forgot about that.
The walkout didn't put him in the fight mood. I didn't get fight mood out the walkout. She was gorgeous. She had you know what I'm saying? Like,
she had a nice hijab on.
It don't feel so active, but I'm telling you what it was. We can all agree to disagree, and I understand it ain't everybody cup of tea. She was fly, but the walkout music, it always play a factor. Y'all know I ain't sugarcoat nothing for nothing. I say the same thing about the anthems. If the anthems ain't right before the fight, typically the fight doesn't go well for the American fighter. I'm just gonna say that. I ain't been wrong yet. So it is what it is.
I didn't even think about that, but you're absolutely right. Because when he was walking out with the young lady, I was thinking, well, now this is different. And I made a point to really listen to see, if it was gonna get me right and get me hype, and it just didn't. It missed the mark. It missed the mark.
It was meant to give him that inner brother soul power. But I'm gonna be frank with you. When you getting ready to fight, you need some look if you bug. You know what I'm saying? You need some.
Yeah. I came to bring the pain. Something. Yeah.
It just is what it is. You need to give yourself something that you feel like is gonna strike fear in yourself, strike something in yourself and the hearts of the person that you finna get ready to fight.
You know what, friend? You absolutely right though, because his performance matched the vibe of the song. It was too laid back. It was too relaxed. It was too. It wasn't he needed to be up, and it seemed like he was flat and too mellow, and he couldn't get out of it. He couldn't change gears. He couldn't flip the switch. So
at all. And like Charlo, I see what you said. It didn't have nothing to do with her being Muslim. I don't like some of the stuff that some of these guys come out to. Like we not even talking about him right now, but I'm gonna bring up him specifically. Tank has a habit of walking out to music that make his opponent be like, this bitch.
It gets into the psyche of his opponent.
When he walked out, when he fought Frank, he walked out to the Ghostbuster theme initially. Like, you gonna have to come out with something that's gonna put that in you. It ain't had nothing to do with her being Muslim. That didn't have nothing to do with it. It was just the vibe. It was giving. That's a car ride, relaxing on a rainy day, chilling in your thoughts type of song. It wasn't for the fight. That's just what that was.
Yeah. It was a little flat, and he was flat as well. So I hate that for Charles, because he's been trying to get a title shot for a long time. Losing that fight does not help him. I don't know where he goes from here. I don't know if he rematches that man, or if he, where they're going to go with him from there. I don't know. I just hate that for him, because he has been trying to, get a title shot at some point, and that did not help his chances at all. I hate that for him. I don't know. He just seemed flat to me, and his punches were thudding the way they normally. Normally, I can hear his punches from the TV. Like, it feels like I'm ringside when he's punching somebody, and I can hear it. And I didn't get that on Saturday. So
you can hear them and physically see them when he throw them. Like, I've never seen him hit an opponent that their body didn't reflect the power that he put into his punch. It just wasn't there at all.
It wasn't there, and he seemed slow, because for Garcia, typically, and I'm being very, I'm about to say something that is a stereotype. Typically, when you're fighting a Hispanic fighter, they have slow feet, but he wasn't using his athleticism as an advantage. It's like his feet were stuck in concrete as well. But Garcia Perez, his punches were faster. He was first. He was being first. Charles was he was being reactive instead of being assertive. So shout out to Mr. Garcia Perez for the victory that I did not see coming. He fought a really good fight. If I'm Charles Conwell, I'm trying to get my get back with him, because I don't know who else they could possibly line him up with next. I don't know. But going on to the main event, Miss Gabriella Golden Girl Gabby Fondora was defending her undisputed titles at flyweight, I believe. And Gabby don't be playing no games in there. I know we had a little kerfuffle, because I had to clue you in on how far down Gabby was fighting, how low. How'd you feel about Gabby's performance, friend? I can't hear you.
Huh?
How do you feel about Gabby's performance?
I don't know, friend. She did fantastic. Like, What do you want me to say about her? If I say, yeah, I don't want to say the wrong thing because people seem to get offended. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Congratulations to the Golden Girl. She's fantabulous. She's going to continue to reign the way she's been reigning all the way to 154 pounds if she ever get up that high. I'm just saying.
Gabby looked great. Gabby don't play with her food. Gabby goes in, she tenderizes early, and around round 4 or 5, she ready to take her opponent's heart. And that's basically what she did to Homegirl. Homegirl came to fight. She thought she was gonna have something for her, but she got hit a couple of times with them sharp ass, heavy ass punches from Gabriella, and she thought twice about it. She took a little old knee, looked at their ref like, hey, go ahead and call this thing because I'm done. Yeah, go ahead and call this.
Right, Mr. Cooking with Sir. Your wife is right, and you tell her she right. You tell her I said she right. Something ain't right about it. The milk is bad. It ain't sitting right in my spirit. Her brother too. All of them, friend.
I'm not having this conversation tonight.
We ain't got to do it today. We already had it. My point still stands, and apparently there are some people that agree with me. They ain't gonna say it out loud, but they
The lady
doing
made the weight with some point ounces to spare.
She did. I'm sure she did. Fantastic.
Shout out to Gabriella Fondora, Gabby Girl, Golden Girl. Y'all, I'm tired. Golden Girl Gabby retains her undisputed belts, and she will be on to the next. Now, I don't know how many people is down there for her to fight, so I'm assuming at some point here in the near future she's going to be moving up or down.
Be doing, she'll be moving up, beating up on the next person at 115 pounds. Ain't that great? She ain't even got to do much, right? 115 pounds, 5'9". Let's get active.
Well,
and when she move up to 120, because they go 5 pounds from there, right? Once you get up to 115, you go to 120, or no, 118. She's gonna go up to 118 and blow through 118. Absolutely. She's gonna do the same thing at 120 when she get up that high. 5'9". I'm gonna let that in there for y'all. Hey, do what you want with that information.
Congratulations, Gabriella. I want to stick with the women for a minute because we didn't get a chance to talk about some news that came out that we were privy to before it was announced. But I want to know how you feel about the news that Alicia Baumgardner has partnered with Derek James for her next fight. He is her current trainer right now. How do you feel about that match? Well, not matchup, but that collaboration.
That's my girl. I want what's best for everybody that I consider a friend. So with that being said, I hope that she goes there and she's able to get everything that she needs from him. Whatever she needs to improve her game, I hope she's able to get it from him. So I can't say anything bad about it, friend. I wasn't expecting it when I got the news. I was like, what? Oh, you lying. No, for real. It'd be out soon. And I was like, what? So yeah, like, congratulations. I just want what's best for everybody. Like, this is the time to be good. This is the time to soak up everything that's in front of you. I know she's going to do that. I know Derek is going to provide the things that she needs. And I think it's a good pairing temporarily.
Temporarily.
Because I think Alicia, she's so good. She can learn so much from different trainers. She ain't got to stay with one trainer long term. She needs to get as much as she can get. And when she gets to that final trainer, that's the one she stay with. She needs to can.
You don't think it would be you think it's how long do you think? Because like people normally don't switch trainers unless something is wrong.
Well,
Sometimes they move around, but typically
we're an honest podcast here. Y'all like to get the honest, all that stuff. So here's my.
unfiltered.
They love that because they love to say, we are one sided. We only think like this. From my research, Derek don't keep his fighters long. So with that being said, I'm just going to see how long it lasts. Like I said, I hope she get whatever she can get out of him. I'm not here to hate on nobody. Y'all love DJ. I'm not here to hate. So with that being said, I'm giving my unbiased opinion about the situation, my unbiased opinion about the assessment of the situation over there at the gym, because I don't, everybody that go, AJ left, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to start listing names of people that are no longer there. It's just the fact of the matter is they go there, they get what they need, and they leave. I'm okay with fighters doing that.
Okay, I'm gonna read this here super chat. Thank you so much, Main Biker. He was our first super chat of the night. Thank you so much. He said salute to the queens and chats. Thank you. We appreciate it. And our good brethren Soda Black has come in tonight. He says, y'all look great while talking this boxing. Thank you, Soda. We appreciate it. So now, Bella, who you trying to see get knocked out? Oh, Bella, no. Wait a minute. So listen, I thought it was a very interesting pairing. I kind of understand the pairing, some stuff that don't really have nothing to do with boxing. I get it. But I'm very eager to see what she's gonna learn from Derek, what he's going to give her, if he's going to give her any new wrinkles to her game, any new tools to put in her toolbox. The biggest thing, the biggest criticism that I've heard about Alicia is that sometimes her stamina is not where it should be. Okay, sometimes she dies off towards the end of her fights because she's, winded, tired. So I want to see if that helps. To me, and I don't want to get deep into this, but to me, she is on the muscular end of the stratosphere, naturally muscular end of the stratosphere. Please don't come in here talking to me about other stuff. Before any of this was known, that girl got pictures of herself as a child where she's a muscular person. So I think that may have a lot to do with why she gets winded towards the end of her fights, but we shall see. I'm very eager to see how she looks coming up July 11th. But I'm glad she's settled in, found her a new promotional company, found her a new trainer. So we'll see if, it makes a big, huge difference in how she fights, because she was already, winning. It's not like she's lost. I think maybe she got one loss or something like that. It's been a minute. Anyway.
They stopped the fight because Delphi got that split from Rooter to Tooter.
Oh, okay. Hey, Talib Cunningham, how you doing? He says this is from Dorothy Cunningham, his mama. She owes what? Leave Dorothy alone. You leave Miss Dorothy alone,
homie, because we can kick you out and leave her hers. Auntie, we got your back. We ain't gonna let him do you like that. You not old, boo.
He's talking about he out of town and she was watching and don't know how to super chat. Well, thank you, Miss Dorothy. We appreciate it, girl.
Telling her business. Secondly, she didn't ask you to tell us all that. She just said
exactly. Toledo Trice. Listen, that is a fight that I think is bubbling and simmering. It ain't ready yet.
We need to pull Jared Anderson out his ass and get him back in the ring. That's what Treese should do.
Wait, what?
Or get Albert Bell in something that he can hang up on. Because Alicia beat Carolina Dubois. Y'all argue alone. Hopefully she got to battle that bomb virus no time soon. Y'all didn't let whole little controversy with.
Wait a minute, you said maybe she can what?
What?
What did you just say? Maybe she can what?
She can battle that bomb virus that she got coming to her soon. I'm just saying. Y'all let this whole little controversy let y'all sleep on Alicia Baumgardner as a fighter. Y'all forgot she paused a bitch. I'm gonna remind y'all of that. Paused her in midair.
What she do? Where she put her?
Airplane mode. Her body took a screenshot in the ring. So I don't know why y'all didn't slip under the ring about Miss Alicia Baumgardner, but I don't like it. I tell you that.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that because I do want to take this time to address this. And I ain't going to talk about it no more, but I want to talk about it right now. There are some fighters that pop dirty for PEDs. And then there are some fighters that pop dirty for PEDs and they fight real hard to prove their innocence about it, to prove that something went terribly wrong in the process, the testing process. Something ain't right because I know I didn't do anything wrong. Okay. There are some boxers who test, they get popped. We don't hear nothing else from them. They get suspended, they serve their sentence, they come back. It's some people that pop, that lie to you all day long, tell you it was all kind of everything except for what it really was. When Alicia popped dirty, when the news came out that Alicia popped dirty, I thought to myself, damn, not Alicia. Why was she? Damn, no. I did not believe it. I really didn't. But I said, you know what? I've seen stranger things. And when we did our show, I was like, listen, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to reserve judgment. I really want to see what her statement is, what she going to say. Because that's really what I be looking for. I want to see what the person is going to say, what kind of statement they going to put out. And the statement that she put out, and I'm not going, this is straight off the dome from what I remember. She vehemently denied that she had done anything wrong. She said she was going to do all she can to prove her innocence. And she did that. So the reason why we have drug testing is to make sure people are clean. So when somebody pops dirty, they are also given a chance to submit evidence, defend themselves, clear their name, do all of these things, right? Alicia is probably one of the only people that I know here recently that did everything she could to promote her innocence, to, say that this was not something that I did. I didn't do this, And she's one of the only people that I know that they actually heard her case and they did not snatch her title. I believe she stayed suspended, but they cleared her. It was kind of murky the way they worded it. And the other thing is they didn't publicly put out to the public all the information that they collected in making the decision. But what I want y'all to focus on is the fact that she went hard in the paint to prove her innocence. If whatever it was that she showed them, whatever evidence that she gave them, whatever she submitted to them, they said, oh, okay, well, she may have done X, Y, and Z, but she didn't do X, Y, and Z knowingly because this, that, and the third. So my question is, why as fans, if we have the thing in place to test, and then we have the rulings in place, why when somebody is exonerated, we still go, well, I don't believe that?
Because we're assholes. We're taught to go against the grain, friend. We have this discussion always. I'm that person normally. Typically, when it comes to a situation, later on when we talk about Conor Benn, I'm gonna bring up the fact that he's a cheater. So, like, I'm not gonna do that with her because her case to me is different from his case. Like, he knew what the hell he was doing. I would have did exactly what she did. Like I told her to do. Say what you gotta say and quit addressing it. Because ain't no point for you to keep talking about it. These people going to think whatever they're going to think about you. So it is what it is. Like, I love seeing my work in action because I don't explain anything to y'all unless I got to. Unless my friend called me and be like, friend, you're going to have to get up to her and say your stuff. I never call. Just like y'all won't get an apology out of me. I don't know how to explain anything. I dare not.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you see. Menace says we promote the actions that led to her positive test. So that's the thing. We never knew what the action was. We still don't know.
Y'all
don't know. But this was the other thing, because for every person who was like, she did that. If you really looked at what it was she popped dirty for, it was nothing that, first of all, a woman specifically of a certain age would take. A woman that is still reproductive and wanting to have children would not be taking that particular steroid. That's number one. That's the first thing I remember hearing when I heard men dive into what it was she popped dirty with. So I was like, now that really don't seem right. Either way it goes, what I want you guys to remember is there is a system in place. And there's also a system in place for people who have been popped dirty to defend themselves. When somebody goes hard to defend themselves and the commission reviews it and they say, okay, here's the thing, this is what happened, we're not doing this to her, this, that, and the third, she's really basically exonerated, then I leave it there. But most people who pop dirty don't defend themselves the way she did. Most people who pop dirty, you'll never see them submitting anything to the commission to prove why this may have been in their system, a la Ryan Garcia. You'll never see it. And for the person who said they think it's funny and strange that Alicia and Ryan are with Derek and both of them have popped dirty, baby, Ryan came from a camp that's full of dirty, pissing people. So as much as I don't want to put that on Derek, I'm not going to put that on Derek. I mean, I'm side-eyeing him a little bit because he got him back in his camp. But
why did Charlo have to get thrown in this?
Who?
I saw how you tried to slide that in.
Slide who in?
I saw what you did there.
I said the camp.
And what camp does this you speaketh of?
That camp that be over there Juicy Jade up with Reynoso and that carrot top Mexican.
You're being very slanderous this evening, and I think that I should leave for the evening because she's trying to say my favorite fighter is a drug cheat. And what I think is, you're also correct, but you're also out of pocket. So with that being said, so yeah, my thing is this. And you know what? More of these boxers are going to have to come out and tell it for y'all to believe it. They want you to cheat. They don't want you to get caught. That's the downside of it, you guys. You getting caught.
Well, all I know is I'm eager to see how Miss Baumgardner looks in her new fight. Yeah, that's exactly who I'm talking about, Talib. But there was one other thing that I wanted your opinion about, specifically, friend. And Chris came in here. Chris says, did the queens talk about the elephant in the room, Street Fighter versus the professional?
Why are y'all intentionally keep trying to force me to talk about this woman? She told me never speak about me. That's what she said. And she didn't say that to y'all. She didn't say that to none of y'all. She said that to me. And y'all keep forcing me to talk about her. Fine, I'm going to do it. But it better not get back to her. Because I guess...
Okay, don't y'all say nothing.
No. Because guess what's going to happen to y'all? I'm coming here and I'm gonna cut y'all out for about 20 minutes straight because ain't nobody but y'all when it showed her. Here's my thing with this. I'm a petty bitch, right? And when I don't like somebody, I intentionally do things to set them off. And if I intentionally do stuff sometimes, right? Takeshi is one of those people. She's going to intentionally do things for you to tick her. My thing is this. I'm a street fighter.
Where did this start from? Because I don't know the backstory.
Somehow they didn't got mixed up. Then this girl that went and took a picture with Pat and was like, "Your man know who the champ is." Ma'am, here's my thing, okay? For one, I didn't told y'all I don't want nobody talking to my man. Don't approach my man. Taking a picture with my man is grounds for me to slap you in the mouth when I see you. What, friend? What?
That's Remy husband.
However, but I can't mention that. I can't say that, okay? I can't say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that's her man, okay? That's her man. I don't want nobody taking no picture with my man. If I see my man in the picture with somebody else, I'm ready to attack. You don't believe me? Ask him. He'll tell you I'm like that, okay? So with that being said, they're going back and forth. Takeshi then took a picture with this girl's man, and now this girl is saying, him, I want to fight you now, right? So this is where I have to separate the two, right? I'm a street fighter, okay? Takeshi is a street fighter. Together, we could do something with her. Together, we would have to be literally in sync with the punches, kicks, with bites, whatever we can get on her. We'd have to be in sync, right? Clarissa would tear Takeshi to pieces in a boxing ring. Okay,
Right.
When I say to pieces, there is no competition. There's nothing that Takeshi can do with Clarissa in that ring. Nothing. The classes are different. No matter what she can go in there and windmill for her life. Clarissa knocks her out in like 2. I'll give her 3 rounds.
Okay.
Okay. But don't let that beast catch you outside sitting on that bench chewing some bubble gum. Cause if that's gonna be a different story. We in the street. At this point, we're not in the boxing ring. You can't tell me what to do. And like, I watch reality TV, right? So I watch Takeshi fight like in real time. The thing about her is she like me. She is a happy street fighter. She likes that shit. She's not gonna be able to translate that in the ring. That's why I'm boxed. Cause the two, I couldn't make them two go together. Okay, they'll never mesh. Takeshi is that person. She might can get in there and hit the bag a couple of times, get some, but ain't nothing Takeshi got in this world for Clarissa. Not on no day. Now, no matter how much she can go Juicy J for 5-6 weeks straight, friend. And I mean the good drugs. She still ain't got nothing for that big horse. That's just what that is. Like Clarissa is just like she like, and I'm not even being funny. If you compared them two in sizes, Clarissa is massive compared to Takeshi, and Takeshi a big solid girl.
I was just gonna say, I don't know this girl, but she looked big on TV. I don't know her.
But Clarissa got her about 25 pounds and some muscle. She's strong in the arms and the feet. Clarissa still got her, friend. Hey,
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to figure out why. Who started this beef? How did this become a beef? Because what I'm hearing is
people something about fighting Clarissa. I think that's what started.
Well, okay, maybe so. Help me in the comments. If court, please help us, because what I was reading was that people, the fans and stuff that watch the show that the whoever the girl is on, because she was whooping ass so hard and good, they was like, man, she could probably beat up Clarissa. And people started talking about that, not necessarily the girl. And then Clarissa gets wind of what the people are saying, and then she can't whoop me, and she kind of took it personal. But she's taking it personal to somebody who wasn't even trying to do nothing like that. But now when you do that, now it's like, well, I wasn't even, talking about that, but don't come for me either, because I ain't no hoe either. I ain't no hoe now. You ain't finna punk me. So now it's that. And now it's turned petty. And now Clarissa's all sending posts on the treadmill talking about what she'll do to the girl. Why we got to do all that?
Why they get some competition? I said, no, look, I'm about to have a listen. My throat is choked up trying to stop from talking about her. My thing about it, you got a stylist. You look good.
She did. She's been looking really good lately.
My thing is this. You look too good. You got too high of a stature to be, I'm gonna tell you, like, I have this conversation often because there's a young person that I'm very fond of that I have to fuss at a lot. You too rich to be doing broke people shit. The shit you doing is for people with no money. That's for broke people. You look good. You got you. What we doing? You want to fight her? For what? What that's gonna get you if you beat her up?
Because I think it's gonna give her the popularity that she wants.
Nah, man, we're not doing that anymore. You had a movie that Ryan Destiny took time out of her day to go film. Ryan Destiny is important to me because I don't know about if y'all know. Ryan Destiny was on a show that called Star that got canceled that I was very fond of. Okay,
I can tell.
Ryan Destiny took time out of her day to go be you. Okay, that's big for me. You need to act like somebody took time out of their day to portray you. That's big for somebody to do that.
She did great, by the way.
What? I would not dare act like I knew any of you Negroes. What? Say my name all you want. Say my name. Call me Destiny's Child, baby. I'm telling you, like, I ain't gonna tell nobody when I'm rich, but there will be signs.
Speaking of great transition, hold up. Let me read. J. Pitt City, thank you so much. He said, shout out to the Queens. Justice for Shador Sanders. Listen, before we got on here tonight, I had a moment. And just be expecting a Hump Day Wednesday dedicated to the foolishness that the NFL has pulled. Just know that. Because I'm livid. I am livid. Anyway, that was a great way to pivot into the next conversation. Shout out to the ladies. Okay, the ladies have been in circulation in the world of boxing, whether it be for their matchups coming up or foolishness. Shout out to the ladies. But I did want to turn our attention to some upcoming fights. There was a press conference for a PBC card that's coming up that features Caleb Plant and Mal Charlo. And they did a virtual press conference. I'm nervous for Mal.
Can we talk about Mal last? Because Mal is going to take up a couple of minutes.
Okay.
He looked the worst. And I need to talk about Cornflake. It was a whole lot going on with those.
Such a lot.
More than a couple of minutes of him, friend. I didn't like it. Okay? Something's wrong. But I've been told y'all something was wrong. And like, I don't know. I can't put my mind on what it is. He was fine throughout that whole entire little session. He sat back, something clicked in his head, and when he came back, he was like, and another thing, Thomas, I'm gonna knock your ass out. And he was like this, friend. You couldn't even see him because he was in the camera like this. I was like, if you don't do that, what's going on? Are you okay? And then I got mad because whoever he was talking to in the back know he was doing a damn press interview. Why are you asking this question? What's going on? Okay? It was not good. I am not looking forward to whatever I'm about to see. I don't talk to him no more. Matter of fact, do not get him in front of the camera unless y'all know, especially don't let him do it at home. I ain't gonna say he was drunk. I'm not gonna say that he was on something, but the visual that I got was not good. And like my good sister Sugar was in the comments, and I saw Sugar. Sugar was like, talk that talk, and I felt so bad for Sugar because Sugar was really, Bella too, cousin too. Bella was really they really like, yeah, he back it. Back.
The boxing ladies really be trying to support these boxers, y'all. We do. We go hard for y'all.
I'm different from them. Me, I'm gonna look you in the face and tell you you're drunk. Get away from me. Because I'm telling you, friend, he was fine throughout that whole thing. It was taking him a whole long time to think of his thoughts, and he sat there for a minute, and he looked good on the outside. On the outside, he looked like he's been working out. He's been in shape. It's the inside that is a loose cannon. The inside is a steaming mess.
Because when you was,
I'm just saying,
years ago, when you was,
I'm good at what I do. And the sad thing about it is, y'all didn't let a couple of people make y'all forget. Like, I really been in the field. Like, I'm really, what they say, I'm really that guy. I'm really that guy. Like, I ain't being funny when I say it, but out of control. I don't want to, and like, it makes me upset because I don't know what PBC got against they black fighters, and I'm not saying this for anybody to go back and say anything, but y'all let them do anything. And y'all got a couple of loose cannons that y'all let be too cannony. I don't know if y'all don't have no managers, PR people, any of the things. Like, he had on a wife beater. Like, he didn't even, I was, everything about it was upsetting me. They need help. He needs to be, I told y'all a couple of months ago, he needs to go in a room where it's white, and he needs to be in there for a couple of days until he can detox himself, because that is pissy pitiful. No more. If he get in this fight, he don't do well, I want him to retire. Get your little coins that you finna get from this fight and get out of my face, because if I can't watch you go off the cliff like that, because that's what he doing, friend. He can't even talk. And he ain't never been the one to talk, friend. But damn.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, the Charlo twins have never been like the best to interview. They've never given the best interviews. Everybody doesn't speak well publicly. I get that. However, he was having trouble formulating a complete sentence and getting it out. I feel bad, y'all, because I really want him to be back and to be well, because initially, when the Charlo twins first came on the scene, Jamal was who I thought was going to have the better career of the two, if I'm being honest with you all. I thought Jamal had more talent than Jermell initially. And so, and at that time, you know, it looked like he was the stable one. He had the wife, he had the children, he had the family, he had the structure. And his jab has been phenomenal his entire career. So he was the one that I was thinking was going to be the better of the two brothers. Somewhere, along the line, something got really, really messed up. And I think in terms of the stability, becoming unstable, his parts of his life becoming not stable, it has driven his boxing career into the ground. And I really think he needs some type of help, but I don't know what kind of help. And I know boxing probably helps him get through, but he needs something else. And I just don't want him to get back in that ring and get hurt. I really don't want him to get hurt.
Not hit in the head no more. Because if it's not liquor that got you acting like that, then you done got hit a little too hard somewhere. And now we need to think about your future, because we want you to be able to have a sentence in 2 years. Because at this point, you don't even have a sentence. You got four words and a pause. He wasn't like that at first. He talked better than that at first.
He did used to speak better than that. I don't want to say he was slurring, but he was fumbling over his words. He could not get out what was in his head.
We're gonna address it. He was drunk. He was sweating. He looked funky and dirty, like he hadn't had a bath. He sits up on that damn couch, we're in front of that TV and drink all damn day. He go to the gym, he work out, he done lost a little weight, but 50% of that is liquor. If you don't eat and drink liquor, you ain't gonna get fat. You gonna get skinny. It's just what it is. That's just from people that drink liquor. If you drink and don't eat, you mess yourself up like that, friend. There was no reason for him to be sitting there like that, talking the way he was talking. My twins. Like, it hurt me to see that, because
it did. It hurt my feelings.
We were together, friend. Like, they were getting it out. They were acting like they had some sense. Everybody was on the same page. My brother and my union fell apart. And now here we are. We got some weirdo, tangled up kind of mess. We're back to the Cocaine Chronicles. We got away from the Cocaine Chronicles. I got them back on track. Now we're back. Now we're going to get another 4-5 months of the Cocaine Chronicles.
I hate this for him. The crazy thing is, friend, you said you don't want to see him up there again. Well, they're doing another press conference in Los Angeles, and it's going to be face to face. So, listen, the press conference
Chronicles, cousin. It ain't gonna be good at the face to face. He gonna be good and drunk at the face to face, friend. They ain't gonna give him time to sit up, get a little liquor in him, because he gotta calm his nerves, because he ain't been in front of people like this in a while. Listen, if y'all need me, y'all know how to find me. Y'all know how to get me back. It don't take much. It don't take much.
Just listen. I just want them to listen to somebody, because I know that anybody that's around that cares, they're all telling them the same thing. Baby, put it down. Put it down. Put it down. This is heartbreaking for me. The press conference, the virtual conference got heated. It went from 0 to 100 very fast. Initially, he sounded, he wasn't in an uproar, but then that went off the rails rather quickly, and he started just going in on the fella, and the fella, he didn't know what to do. He was completely.
Cornflake was bowed a little bit, but at the same time, he was like, I didn't even do nothing to you. Like, he ain't well. That's what he said. He said he not well. It wasn't no need for that. Like, corn, his name is Cornflake. Ma, his name is Cornflake. Now, here's the thing, though. With you talking to that young man like that and you don't know nothing about him, see, that's the thing. People don't know nothing about no Cornflake. They don't know Cornflake that been in a couple of little battles himself, and he really liked that. He liked the fight. So with that being said, don't get in there and let Cornflake bust you up. He's slow, but he done been in a couple of little tussles, and he didn't have to go in there and prove himself. He keep earning himself another night. That's why y'all keep seeing Cornflake.
Well, Cornflake and Caleb had a couple of words too, didn't they?
Thomas, listen, Caleb Plant is hilarious, and not just he hilarious. He called me poor. He called all y'all poor.
He called us all
y'all poor.
Poor.
Friend, I've never seen. Now, I live in a house where my stuff has to go in a closet, because the closet in my room is full of shoes and they not mine from top to bottom. So I know what that's like. But I've never seen I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Like
the display.
Y'all, he had so many different, he had everything. He had every one that was made. He had every color. Like, and trust me, I'm used to seeing a lot of shoes. That don't faze me. But it's I got high ceilings in my house, right? His high ceilings is shoot a flow in the ceilings, wall to wall. Got this big ass window that lets this amazing light in. Don't you call me poor like that no more. Anymore. No more, Caleb. That was crazy, friend.
It did. It looked like a freaking shoe library, Basil Lomachenko. That's exactly what it looked
like. And
like.
Everything was in glass cases, y'all.
He was just sitting up like, you see the kicks in the back, bitch.
You see
killing you hoes.
You see the outfit. You know, people been using that a lot lately. You know, we can't even have our own
theme song and shit.
You see the outfit, Caleb said. Look around. Look around.
I said, damn, Caleb. My. So you got a car collection and you got a shoe collection?
What don't you got? See, you know, when people start showing me they stuff like Bud, I have questions about Budget. Budget scare me, but there's a whole lot of stuff that Bud can do that people don't know that he can do. Like Bud play chess. Remember I asked you, I was gonna find out. Bud play chess, friend. So I don't even know what else to think of to ask what else he do. Draw. Can Bud draw? Do y'all know? If Bud can draw, I'm done asking questions. Speaking of Bud, did you see 50 Cent's tweet?
I did, about him and Trey Songz.
Buddy, when I tell you I was screaming, because do you remember what that fight was about?
I do.
I'm screaming. I was like, oh, this is going to be messy.
I ain't going to say nothing, but I remember. Main biker came back. He says the Charlos let me down. I supported them heavy. Went to all their Barclays fights. They are Tauruses like I am. Today is my birthday, and Maul was Maul drunk, son. Yes, he was. And happy birthday, main biker. Happy birthday. Yeah, Kevin say Bud can square dance. He can do everything. He had a really good interview with Shannon Sharp. Yeah, we're not gonna even. Yeah, we're not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. Yeah.
Are we not? We not? Y'all excuse my dog in the back. She tired. We not.
I mean, if you want to.
Shannon a freak, friend. And he likes the type of, and we don't gotta do that. Yes, we do. He likes the type of stuff that should belong on a black market. That's what I'm gathering from all of this. Cause some of the things that I read and saw, I was like, this is a bit much, Shannon. Unk.
Yeah, uh, Unk is into a whole lot of different kind of stuff, is what I say.
Black market things, okay? I don't even care. You know what? I was messed up about the age and stuff at first. It's not none of that. And D, I know you in here somewhere. I know D gonna say no kink shaming, but I gotta say this, okay?
Somebody already said no kink shame. Who was
Probably
that?
D. It was probably D. Cousin, the babies, everything about it, everything he likes. No, it's not. It's not that he's into. He's into black market play.
Yeah,
See, I know he was here. He's into black market stuff. And when I say black market, gape, grapes. He likes grapes, and that's what he be doing with his people. That's what I got from all of that, friend. No kink shaming or none of that, but he likes grapes.
I'm confused, duration. You can tell me what that means later.
Take the G off. Say it in your head. Oh, absolutely. 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 We'll talk about
it. The consenting participant.
She very much. Oh, very much. Oh, very much consented to all of that.
Well, then it can't be grapes.
No, that's the type of play that he into. They are
grape play.
Yes, when she
got you.
She was like, I don't want to be choked, and he was like, yeah, you do.
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah, it's it's wild. It is wild. It is wild. Y'all be careful out here. I'm just saying, especially when you know, like snow and whatnot. Be ye careful dealing with lilies. Be ye careful is all I got to say, y'all. Be ye careful. I'm disappointed with him because he should have known better. He shouldn't be sticking his peen in nowhere that has not signed an NDA. He's not married. He's not trying to be married. So anybody that he's dealing with, especially intimately, should be on paperwork at this point. He has way too much to lose, and he was not acting that way. And I'm shocked at him because he's had money a long time, and he's had some accusations against him before. So he should have been super tight.
All been getting paid to do exactly that. And when the money stops, guess what? I'm going to tell everybody what you've been doing. You a nasty Negro. And they all with lilies. Ain't that what you call them?
Lilies. Monique tried to tell him. She did. Absolutely did.
They tried to tell him too. Everybody tried to tell him.
Absolutely did. So yeah, I hope he get his life together. I hope he can get out of that situation. I'm not gonna ish on him because I really don't think.
Because you know what? Me and my friend want your airtime.
That we do.
So hey, I don't care what happens to you, buddy. I want to go to ESPN. So with that being said, you ain't got to worry about me doing no gate plays and all that. I ain't doing all that. I just want to come talk a little sports on your channel and go home. You know what I mean? Whatever, friend.
I don't want to see nothing bad happen to him, but I want him to be smarter. Like, dude, come on.
No, we finna pack Club Shay Shay up. Queens of Boxing. We in there. Ain't no more Club Shay Shay. We gonna Club Shay Shay over here. You don't get to be like, I think once you get like, if you get like Trey Songz, I love Trey. Trey done had too many accusations
He
of the
has.
same thing.
He has.
Too many accusations of the same thing. Now I have to side eye you. You like things that are banned on the black market. You don't get to be on SPN. I want your job. Club Shay Shay, Queens of Boxing is the new podcast at 9 o'clock.
It is.
And we can cuss because they cuss over there.
They do. They do. Cooking with Sir, that's where I am with it. He's too old to be that. He is. Okay, so we veered off from boxing, but we're gonna get back on topic. So we talked about Bud in his interview. Now I want to talk about Cool Boy Steph Scooter and his interview with Andre Ward. If you guys have not seen that, please do yourself a favor. Scooter does not give interviews. I think this is the first time I've seen him do like a sit down with anyone. And he made some very revealing statements about, how he dealt with his loss with Monster in a way, and how, it affected his personal life with his family and stuff. So, we all know these boxers go through a lot, but for him to come on TV and say it, and I remember in real time when he was tweeting about it, we didn't know exactly what he was saying, but it made me feel bad for him when I was reading the tweets. But he went on there and he explained exactly what happened. And, God bless him. God bless him. Just hurt my feelings for him. You don't ever want to speak bad. I'm not going to speak bad about anybody's parents and stuff, but your parentals and those of y'all who have small and young children and stuff, just be very careful of the things you say to them and whatnot. And he made a very valid point when he was talking about men and just needing the nurturing. I have to check myself with that because I'm not the most nurturing when it comes to a grown man. I be feeling like nurturing should be for children and whatnot. And once you grown and stuff, I can be supportive. But it's hard for me to play a mama role to a grown ass man. Not necessarily saying that all of y'all need that, but sometimes you do. And so when he said that, it made me kind of, you know what, Lanika, you kind of check yourself a little bit. Lord have mercy, I felt bad for him. Y'all be careful what you say and do to your kids and whatnot. Friend, how'd you feel watching that?
I get in here on my soapbox when it comes to kids all the time. And a lot of people, y'all listen, but a lot of people don't listen. Me being the person, I can relate a whole lot of stuff to life. So when I talk to y'all, I kind of be giving y'all like kind of shades of stuff that y'all don't typically see. I'm the person that take care of my family, and family be the ones that say some crazy stuff to you the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be the ones to put into your kids, good, bad, negative. Like, you can't say stuff to your kids, even though they grown. Like, you got to respect them as a person. So, like, for me to, like, hear and, like, listen to some of the stuff that he was saying, I was like, damn, fam, like, this cold, man. Like, and me, I'm a crybaby, so it don't take much to get me misty around the eyes. When he was sitting there talking about, he was thinking about his mama's house, and he was like, man, he's like, my mama's house is gone. What?
Look, he didn't say his mama house was gone.
She said
she called his sister, and basically fight wasn't even over with. I guess it was the first knockdown, and she said to her daughter, his sister, well, there go my house. And the way he processed it was probably the way anybody would process it, which was She gave up on me before the fight was even over with. Like, how selfish. Anyway, you know what else I thought too, though? I would have never repeated that to my brother. I would have never told my brother that my mama said something like that. I would have never told him that because I know it would have crushed him. So I'm like, why would she tell him that? It was so much in that interview that I was just, and the whole time I was like this. Oh my God.
Him and Clarissa is a lot alike. They share the same kind of family. And like, it's crazy because like, I don't know where we got in a time of like these kids feeling like they owe their parents something. Y'all don't owe, like my kid don't owe me nothing, y'all. Like y'all kids don't owe y'all nothing. They didn't ask to be here. So like what could they possibly owe you for making a choice to give them life? You and your person made a decision to do that. So like if he decided to get you a house, that's on him. If he decided to get you a car, that's on him. You don't quit your job because your son didn't make a little money. That's not your place. And I don't know when we've gotten to a point where we feel like, oh, my kids are going to take care of me. Listen, I got my stuff in place. When I get too old, my son don't have to worry about a thing. That's
the expectations are crazy.
The
entitlement is crazy.
How do you entitle? What kind of person are you to be watching your child? Because my kid can't get a cut without me feeling some type of way when he on that football field. The first time he actually got hurt, baby, all my guts was out there on the field because I was throwing up sick. Because I can't, you know what I'm saying? And your first thought was, well, there go my house.
I mean, again, we're not trying to trash his mother or nothing like that because he loves his parents, and that's his good. Dad and his mama.
That's fine. Well, on this show, we're here to tell the truth, and I'm telling you what I saw. I don't like that for you. You don't owe nobody nothing, never. With your money, your money.
And he's learned a very hard lesson, and I'm glad he said that. And I tell people all the time, I tell it to you. Learn. It's a very short, simple 2-letter word, but it's a whole complete sentence. No. Learn it. Practice it. Say it. No. And when you're feeling spicy, say it real good. Hell no. Yeah. And just like that.
And like my friend said, say hell no. But like, I'm not saying that a lot of people don't have expectations of my parents did so much for me. I got you. I'm going to do this for you. That's still your prerogative to do. If you gonna take care of your parents, that's something that you want to do. It's not an obligation for you to do.
Right.
Your parents do what they supposed to do. So when they in their older life, they said you only need to worry about yourself.
Right. And if you want to do something for them, that's on you to decide what you want to do. I'm saying the expectation and the entitlement is what is heartbreaking to me. Because like Ward was saying, it's not like, I go into the studio and I rap for this money, or I go to the stock market and I'm trading for this money. No, they going into a ring and hard down fighting for this money. So when I say hard-earned money, it's hard-earned money. And he made a great point to point out how it's not necessarily the fight that's hard. It's the preparation going into the fight that's the hardest thing. And so people don't understand that. That's the hardest part. When they get to the fight, that's the icing on the cake. It's the preparation.
A lot of these people don't know what it takes to go into, like, y'all think these fighters just show up for this fight and they there. Like, these fights start before they even have a date.
Months.
They battling so much before they even get a date. Then they get a date. If the date changes, like, y'all would not believe the stress that goes into camp. The weeks leading to the fight. The days leading to the fight are more stressful because there's more shit that needs to be done. Like
it's more people tugging on you. Can I get this? I need that. Can I get these many tickets? How many tickets? I need a room.
Y'all wouldn't believe.
Y'all wouldn't believe.
Y'all would not believe. But I'm gonna tell you, people are entitled. They feel entitled, and it's because
folks don't know how to say no. That's why. But it's wild, and that is why I have checked myself, because when we first started doing this, we was both fly at the mouth, having no knowledge of what goes on before the actual fight that we see on TV. But now we've been into it for a minute, and we've made some connections, and we get a lot of behind the scenes information, and you will be hard pressed to find me talking crazy and out the side of my neck about boxers, about the business of boxing, about what they should be doing, about what I know, and what, if it was me. And you'll be hard pressed to find me do that now, because it's so much that the general population has no clue about what happens, and it's really easy to sit up on your soapbox and say what you would do and what they should do and how dumb they are and blah, 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 and it don't make no sense, and it don't make no sense to you because you don't have all the information. So sometimes when you going real hard and it don't make sense, that's probably when you should think, it's some shit going on that I probably don't even know about. Let me shut my motherfucking mouth up.
But the thing about these boxing fans, they like a lot of these fighters' families. They entitled. They feel like they know so much and can't nobody tell you nothing. That's just like you. I also had to chill out with because y'all know me. I'm very loose with the mouth. I say a whole lot of stuff I probably shouldn't say, and I've said a lot of stuff that I shouldn't say. But once like me and my friend like actually got into this, had to start taking this serious, had to dial a lot of that back, because this is no longer like the
play.
Like the stuff with Clarissa. It get to a situation where now you facing the stuff that you didn't say. So what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? So it just gets to a point where you're gonna be a fan and not talk the business, or talk the business because you know the business and not be a fan. Because it's hard to be both, because you can't talk the business and be a fan because you in the business. If you was just a fan, you would only be worried about the fight stuff. But y'all, it's too much of the in the middle.
Yeah. It's a cool place to be, being just because I'm a fan first. I'm gonna always be a fan first. It just so happens that now we are privy to a lot of information that we didn't know before, and I get it. A lot of stuff does not make sense on the surface. It doesn't, and even when you know the facts, a lot of stuff does not make sense. But it's a reason for stuff. It's the reason why stuff happens the way it happens. So I'll just say that. Now, we're going long tonight, but we have got to get into, shout out to Cool Boy Steph. Shout out to Andre Ward. His interviews always hit. He does well. He speaks the boxer's language. They open up with him. And it's probably because he speaks their language, So shout out to him for giving a great interview. Shout out to Bud for getting the interview with Club Shay Shay on Club Shay Shay. They both were very good. But let's get to the main event. Okay, let's get to the weigh-ins, and let's get to this card tomorrow. UK card, y'all, is gonna come on early tomorrow. A lot of people were not excited about this, especially the US fight fans. We don't really have a dog in this fight. Nobody was clamoring for Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks to fight. We were not. Over in the UK, they are stoked, and I completely get it. But baby, when they first announced it, and we knew it was a go because it had been postponed because of an egg situation, according to Conor Benn, that he never took the time to clear up and whatnot. But it's back on now. It's tomorrow. They're fighting at 160 pounds. Chris Eubanks has been fighting at 168. Conor Benn has been fighting at 147, maybe 154. So they're meeting at this catch weight of 160. And I wasn't extremely interested until they had the first press conference. And Chris Eubanks decided it was a fantastic idea to take that moment to smash a raw egg upside the head of one Conor Benn. And from that point on, I've been hooked. I've been ready. I can't wait. I've been elated. I can't wait till tomorrow. They had the weigh in today. And apparently, Chris Eubanks came in slightly, ever so slightly over. I thought that $500K fine was ridiculous, especially for it not being a full pound. But hey, he agreed to it. Friend, what do you think about this whole thing?
I think it's a miss. Because as boxing fans, y'all are the ones that are always saying weight classes exist for a reason. Now all that went out the window. So okay, you know what? Christopher Eubanks in 7. It might not even go that long. Because y'all forgot that's a middleweight, a real middleweight. That's why that last little fifth of a pound that couldn't get off, he couldn't get that off for a reason, because he a real middleweight. Good luck tomorrow, Conor Benn. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. Poe Christopher Eubanks. Y'all know I don't care about him at all. He was so Poe today, baby. A good gust of wind would have knocked him all the way to Georgia from the UK, baby.
He didn't look bad to me on the scale.
Get to me, baby. Whatever he was talking in them little press interviews, he was sunk all in. He looked like Gabriella Fondora.
He did not.
He looked like Gabriella Fondora. He definitely
did not look that thin to me.
He did look like Gabriella Fondora.
You know what? I'm more concerned with the fact that he has a rehydration clause for in the morning. He can't be more than 10 pounds over 160. So that concerns me more than him getting down to 160.
He's a middleweight. He is a middleweight, you guys. He fights at 168 pounds, right? So that means he rehydrates to what, 177?
Something around there. Oh, but okay. He's not going to be able to.
All right, then. Chris Eubanks in 7.
No, I still got Chris winning the fight as well. I still got Chris winning the fight.
Like Gabriella Fondora, but he did it. He made the weight. He's going to make the weight tomorrow. The fight is going to be on. 500,000. Good. You knew what you was getting into. You should have got your job. Stay ready.
You know, I saw something on Twitter that said their scale said that he was 159. But the scale at the...
Hey, you know what? Guess what? You knew what you were getting into.
Damn, Talib said Chris gonna lose. He said he dry.
He is dry. I agree. Let me see if I can pull this up.
He looked like he normally...
My friend is lying to y'all. I'm finna see if I can pull it up. Like, show y'all real quick.
He did not look bad to me, y'all.
Hey, y'all. And I can see his heart beating in his neck. Holy shit. Wait. Oh no, that's the camera reflection. Look.
See there.
Hold on. Wait. That boy is thin, friend.
He's thin, but he doesn't look like
friend. Yes, he do. He light skinned, so he don't look like that. If he was a little darker skinned, he would have been wee. Woof.
I still have Chris winning this fight. I know a lot of people are going with Conor Benn. He don't look bad to me. He couldn't move during the stare down. I did notice that he was conserving a lot of energy. He was conserving a lot of energy during that stare down. He really was. But now, did you
about the feint? He ain't ate since Monday.
Bella, go to hell. Look at this.
I'm just saying, cousin, it was beating through his chest. You can see it right there. It's like his post or something. I thought it was the camera at first, but it's still beating.
Main bikers.
I don't know what he want to be. Is he mixed or is he Mexican?
Who?
Kind of being.
He's biracial.
But
Biracial.
what is his mama?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they're lilies of the field or.
But I don't know. He's always he's sick, friend. If Chris moved wrong, he would have fainted at that weigh-in, friend. He like, shh, water. That's what water. He looked like that, friend. He looked like he'd been having to donate plasma once a day, every day for the last 72 days.
Y'all not finna do Chris like this.
Friend, he looked bad.
No, main biker said it the right. He said Boost looked bad too, and look what he did. So I'm going with Chris.
Wait, okay.
He is a little thin, but I think Chris is gonna be fine.
Okay then.
And I'm picking Chris also. Now I don't know if it's gonna be by stoppage. It would be to his benefit to get it over with early. I do believe that. I do believe his best bet is to try to get him out of there early. But we shall see. I think it's going to be a very good fight. I think they are going to live up to the hype that has been surrounding it in the UK. I think it's going to be a good fight for as long as it lasts. No, you don't think so?
I don't like nothing about the little cheater that is confused on who he want to be. I think that he needs all the eggs that he can eat. He needs the whole 12, and then he probably need to add on another 12 on top of that. So best of luck to the young man that don't. He's something. Whatever he want to be, he ain't what he should be. He everything.
Talib say he think they setting Chris up. I wouldn't be shocked because the shit talking that Chris has done during this whole entire build-up has been top notch. Has been top tier. And so I know they want him to lose. I know they do. I know they want him to
lose for what? What is he supposed to do once he lose? Like take a couple months off and come back again? Like, so what did he lose? I don't care about the losses. The thing about it is, damn well you didn't need to fight under 168 pounds. But for some reason, you thought it was cool. So guess what? I feel like this. If he dies, he dies.
Man, it was
he look a mess. I don't agree with no. All right, Gabby Fondora, get in there.
Friend, it's only 8 pounds.
You see how he looked? He had sucked himself up. Friend, he looked disgusting. I didn't like it. He normally thick and sassy. Not this time. He was too weak to move. They needed to hold him up by the arms, friend. Because if he would have breathed wrong, he would have fainted.
I'm pulling for Christopher Eubanks.
But he slept in the damn hot sauna last night with the stuff on. And he was in there all day, literally till 15 minutes before the weigh-in, friend. And he came out and he still wasn't small enough. He's like, shit, I gotta go in there again. Do what he to help him, friend. He empty. Nothing in there. Right to leave.
All right, well, is there anything else? Did we miss anything else, guys?
Looks like you should have fought at 168 pounds. Because if he can fight at 154, he can fight at 168. That's your fault. So if you go in there and get dusted off by a smaller man tomorrow, I don't have no words.
And did you see that Connor came in at 156?
I did.
What do you think that's about? Oh, and did you also see? Now, this is giving me cause to pause. And this is why I'm saying Chris better get it over with fast. They're in a small 18-foot ring. Did you see that?
I did. I did.
They got the fix in.
The
They
fix.
do have the fix in.
Yeah, and he came in at 157 pounds because he can't make 160 pounds. He can't make 168 pounds. He couldn't get up to that weight if he wanted to, kind of being his 5'2". Tank taller than him.
All right, y'all. I know we didn't get a chance to talk about Shakur and Eddie Hearn. We'll hit that on Sunday when we come back in here. And there's a few other things going on that we're going to get into as well on Sunday. Looking forward to the next fight here on the soil in the US of A, which will be happening during our next Friday show. You know that Fatal Fury New York outside card is going to be on Friday.
And then,
so we'll be in here calling that one. That should be good.
Yeah, and then Sunday, the 4th, we'll probably be watching the Inouye fight with y'all because that comes on Sunday.
Because that comes on Sunday. So yeah, y'all, we got some good stuff coming up. Thank y'all so much. Friend, you want to close us out?
Absolutely. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you're here just watching, just hit the like button. That's all we care about. We don't have to go read the likes back to them, friend, because it embarrasses them and they go like it throughout the thing. So just go hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Share this with your friend. Club Shay Shay, thank you for the job. What else? I think that's
It's
it.
87 thumbs up. Y'all better hit that like button and quit acting funny.
That's her not to see. See, she's gonna clown y'all, not me. This was a great show, you guys. Hope you enjoy the content. Our next stop will be ESPN or the Club Shay Shay's channel. So just head over to Queens of Boxing and hit the subscribe button, and we can take over in no time. 400K by tomorrow,
By
and
tomorrow.
we'll see y'all on Sunday. Because we got a lit day of boxing. Anthony Yarn comes back tomorrow.
I wasn't even going to say anything about him because I know how you feel when I talk about that. So I wasn't even going to say anything. But Anthony Yard is fighting tomorrow. It's a rematch, I believe. This is the second time he's fighting this gentleman. So yeah.
Because Tunde owed me some money. You know how much money I lost that weekend, friend? Anthony had everything he needed. Everything he needed to beat Kovalev, friend. He had him beat. He had him wobbled. He had him almost out of there, friend.
He did. He did. He did.
Friend, that same type of rich I was when Hector Garcia hit that lick. Oh, baby, I was gonna come in with my furs, all that, friend. I'm telling you.
You was gonna show him, not tell him.
When I tell y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know when I get rich, I ain't gonna tell y'all, but it's gonna be signs.
It's gonna be signs.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for coming through. We'll see y'all on Sunday so that we can talk about everything that's going to happen tomorrow. Make sure you guys are up and in enough time to watch this fight or back at the house because it's not going to be late. It's UK time, so it's going to be around 4 or 5 o'clock when the main event gets to popping. So make sure you watch it between now and Sunday so we can come back in here and talk about it. And we can talk about all the other stuff that's going on in boxing. And we really do appreciate y'all for joining us. Make sure you come back on Sunday. Love y'all. See you later. Peace.